Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. My name is Nikki Kirk and I am out here in state number 48, Kansas. And I'm out here with the cicadas. If you hear that electrical sound, that is the bugs behind me and I can't really control that. But it's so beautiful here, I had to come outside because 48 states. In the last 4 years, I have been to 48 states, all of the lower 48 now, so all that's left is Hawaii, which I have been to, but not on this trip or in an RV, and then Alaska, which I'm super excited to go to. So anyways, that's really excited, and I just wanted to share that because not only is it exciting for me, but I've literally sourced in I think 45 or 46 of the 48 states, which is crazy. In 2017, when I took off in the RV, I had about $10,000 in savings. I had no job, no prospects of a job, and from there I found out about selling on Amazon, got started, and built a six-figure Amazon selling business, which allowed me to make money on the road, working when I want, working part-time, and just really enjoying my life. And then through all that, I started to tell people about selling on Amazon, answering friends' questions on Instagram and whatever. I made these little videos and I started helping other sellers get started and experience all the freedoms and awesome that comes with selling on Amazon. So it's been such a privilege, it's such an honor, it's so crazy that so many people like, enjoy, and find my videos helpful, and it's really like the best thing about everything I do. I love selling on Amazon and I love helping other sellers get started. So the reason for this video is to tell you about the very first thing I ever did to help other sellers, which is the Bolo group. So when I started and I was telling everyone about selling on Amazon, of course, when new sellers start, the number one question is, what do you even sell? Everything is restricted, I can't sell anything. So from being asked that by all these people I was helping in the very beginning is how I started the Bolo group. I just wanted people to get together, new sellers, to be able to talk to each other and figure out what they were selling, because when you're helping each other, it's not like you're going to oversaturate the market. You're just helping lead someone to another item, and while they're sending you items that you might not have thought of. So it was all just a communication tool, which is what I love about my whole community in general. Everyone is nice and helpful, and it all started with the Bolo group. So now, I'm sure you know, if you sell on Amazon, that Q4 is here. So this year I did something new and different, and I started a Q4 specific Bolo group. So I've got 2 Bolo groups right now, and depending on when you're watching this video, the Q4, the doors might be shut on October 1st. The doors shut for the Q4 group for this year. So if you miss it, there's still the regular Bolo group, and they are both super helpful, but it'll be open again next year. So if it's not yet October 1st and you want to join that group, I definitely recommend hopping in while you still can, because it's an awesome community of sellers. In the Q4 group, not only are we sharing leads of what to buy, the Bolo list is already over 100 leads right now. Just yesterday I went out sourcing and I shared a bunch of items, which I'm going to share here in a second. But the Q4 group also comes with a live event. So I just had one last week where we did Facebook Live. It ended up being 2 hours because we were just chatting and answering questions. Becky jumped on at the end there. If you're in my community, you probably know who Becky is. So she was helping me answer questions, answer all things FBM. That live replay is still in the group. However, we're going to do another live next month, and I might just add one more because it was a lot of fun and I do enjoy interacting with you guys. So definitely want to do that more, as well as the chat rooms that are in Facebook where you can, everyone can get on video and we can all talk together. So I'm playing around with doing more of those in the group. So you have this lead list, which is valuable in itself. Then you have the lives where you're getting more personal coaching, more specific to Q4. So if you need help, if it's your first Q4 or your second Q4 and you want some more help from me and the other experienced sellers, the Q4 group is definitely where it's at. If you're watching this later on, the other Bolo group is still super valuable because it's literally the same thing. It's just paid by monthly instead of the one-time fee. You can join anytime you want to. And instead of just telling you how it helps me, which I will do in this video, I'm going to share why other people join it and why they like it as well, so you're not just hearing from me. So just yesterday I went sourcing and I was sharing in both of the groups everything I was finding. So here's some of them. They're blurred out, of course, because I shared them in the group, so I'm not going to share them here on YouTube for everyone else to see. But these are just examples of what I share every time I go sourcing in the groups. So I started the Bolo group new seller specific. So I'm still always sharing items that I'm finding that are ungated. So when you're starting, you're gated in everything, right? And getting ungated is actually one of the best things you can do for your business and your sanity, because when you see everything's restricted all the time, it's really annoying. So I created the ungating guides to help new sellers specifically get ungated affordably, and it's really worth it. But even if you can't afford it, I'm sharing leads in the group so that you can sell. So kitchen stuff, home stuff, office products, some clothing, all those kind of things I'm still sharing to show you what to look for. So how I'm using the group personally is, of course, I'm using the list, right? Every time I go out sourcing, I pull a copy of the list because I'm the master owner of the list. I can't use it because when I'm sorting it, it'll sort for everyone. So I just make a copy, same as you will in the group. You'll make a copy and you can have it on your phone. It's just a Google Sheet where you can use to have it on your phone or print it out, however you best want to do it. It's just a free Google Sheet platform which you can open and easily filter through, filter by the stores, so that when I'm in Walmart, I filter to Walmart, and then I look through. It's got all the photos, so I just scroll and look through what I'm looking for. So last month I found a lead that was shared from June, but I remembered it. So when I was in Walmart and saw it for the first time, I was like, oh, that's the thing. I never would have scanned that product if it wasn't in the Bolo group. And I can tell you that 100%. I never would have even noticed the product. It was a bundle, let alone. So I wouldn't have noticed the product or thought to search of it as a bundle. So last month they all sold and I made $35 profit, which is, not a lot, right? I mean, it's still good profit. Something I would have never found on my own. However, I pulled together everything I've bought from the Bolo group lead list. So these are things other people have shared, not stuff that I shared. And I've made $399 from just these few Bolos that I pulled. So I'm going to walk you through, show you some of them, and obviously they're all blurred out because they're Bolo lists, and then the other things are blurred out because that's just what I was selling. But this is a seller board screen grab I'm going to walk you through now so you can get an idea of just how it's helping me personally. So this is a screen grab from Seller Board, which is how I look at all my sales. So you can see here all the units I've sold, the sales amount and the profit I made off of them, margin and ROI. So this first lead, it cost me $17.99. I sold it for $38.99, and you can see I made $75 from that Bolo lead. And then 42 from this one. I only found one of them. Again, here's another one. I made $39 profit. Again, this is only from the month of August. These are my August Bolo finds, and these aren't even all of them. These are just the ones that I pulled really quickly to show in this video. So this one I highlighted here and I left a little thing for me to know which one it was, but it cost $4.99. I sold it for $17.99. I've got 5 of them in the month of August that I sold for $33 profit. But here's the thing, this one was shared probably over a year ago. So I'm still finding these. I'm still replanning Bolos, and it's not just me. A lot of members find their best replens from the Bolo group. So this is just one example. Now let me go to the next page. So we've got, here's another one, 29 cost of goods, so it's a little more, but it's selling for 70, and I made $25. Here's a couple other. So it's not always that I'm finding a bunch of them or even selling a bunch of them, but they are all adding up. So we've got $21, $22, $21. A couple more here for you, so $9, $7, that's the cost. So they're all relatively inexpensive. Of course, some are more, but I made $12, $11, $11, $11, $9, $9. So these are just, how many are there? Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 leads that I got from the Bolo group, sold in the month of August, and I made $399, basically $400 profit just from those leads. That's profit. That's after the cost of goods, everything. I made $400 from those Bolo leads. So that's why I'm always saying that you can find something, like literally one of these leads has the potential to pay for the Bolo group for you, either for the month if you're in it that one, or for the whole thing if you bought the Q4 Bolo group. So definitely valuable, and here's how I use it. So say someone shared an item from Grocery Outlet. Well, I'm not near a Grocery Outlet right now. I'm in Kansas, there's not one around here. They're on the West Coast. P.S. If you're on the West Coast, definitely want to be hitting up Grocery Outlet. But here's the thing, I see the same stuff at Ollie's, at TJ Maxx, at Marshall's, at Tuesday Morning. And I'm saying that because I've literally seen the same stuff at Grocery Outlet. Since I've sourced them all, I can tell you it all appears at different stores. It's just whoever bought that product in that region. So things that are at Grocery Outlet, I'm looking for, if someone's sharing it, even if I'm not near the store, I'm looking for it in other stores. And when I'm looking for a specific product, if I find something because I was looking for that, that's what you hear me refer to as a branch lead. It's an indirect lead that I would not have found if I wasn't looking for that Bolo lead. So it could be a different flavor, it could be another product that just happened to be in that area, it could be at a new store that I was never sourcing. How I also use the Bolo group is, say you're kind of like burnt out, you're not having any luck like I was last year at Tuesday Morning. So I just kind of don't go to Tuesday mornings anymore. However, people kept sharing in the Bolo group leads from Tuesday morning, and then I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna just go. And then last year, Q4 Tuesday morning was my spot. That was like my favorite store. I was doing so much money there. It was the best store, and I hadn't gone there because of past experience, but because everyone was sharing leads, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it another try. That's just my personal experience of how the Bolo group was helping me. So now I'm going to share some responses from, I did a survey in the Bolo group just to get like feedback, how people are liking the group, if it's helpful, as well as just posts that I've seen people share on the different community, either people asking if the Bolo group is worth it or just sharing how they like it. None of this is me like saying how great it is. I'm telling you how great it is, but if you want to hear from other people, which I hope you do, then I'm going to share their experiences. So I asked, what results have you seen since joining the Bolo group? What fears did you have, if any? And would you recommend the Bolo group to a new seller? So Latoya says, I have had great success with many of the leads directly, but also indirectly with things that I didn't think of. Jocelyn says she would recommend it. I was on the fence until joining. It is beyond helpful. Even if you're not ungated in many categories, there's enough to make money. So Danica said she would recommend the group to other sellers. She says, I would recommend it to a new seller or someone who's in a sourcing rut. And she said a fear she had before joining was, I was a little worried that everything would be from the same few stores, but I think there is a really good variety. Rhonda, when asked what was one thing you like about the Bolo group, she says the comfortability of the group to share successes, concerns, and keep this business real for me. I truly appreciate every post. And would she recommend it to a new seller? Absolutely yes. The feedback and Bolos are worth every penny. Being connected to the Amazon world is not easy, and this group brings together the outside struggles and celebrations that many of us need to keep moving forward. Nicole, and asked what results she's seen, she said, I found so many products I wouldn't have normally scanned. And when asked if the group is worth the price, she said, yes, at first it was a sticker shock, but when you find one or two of the products a month, it pays for itself. Totally worth it to grow your business. Jonathan said one of his fears was, I was afraid I wouldn't be able to find any of the Bolos, but I can find a majority of the ones I'm looking for. And he said, is it worth the price? Yes, there have been plenty of Bolos that have completely paid for the subscription for several months. Donlin says that yes, she would absolutely recommend the group. Not only does the Bolo group help with sourcing leads, it is a wonderful support group where you can get advice on all things Amazon, celebrate your successes, and share your own experiences. It has helped me keep my sanity during the ups and downs of doing FBA. Bethany shared in another group that I highly recommend the Bolo group Nikki has. It has helped me a ton, helped me find some stuff and lead me to even better stuff. It can be frustrating at first, but the Bolo was a game changer. Tina, when people are asking about the Bolo group, she says, do it. I signed up right away and it has been a game changer. The group posts leads so you have a better idea of what to look for. And Claudia is asking her if she's had any problems contributing. And Tina says, after looking through what everyone is contributing, you will start to have a better idea of what to look for and narrow down some ideas. Nikita says, yes, I rejoined because I'm still replenishing things that people shared in the group from 1 month ago when I was originally in there. If you only want to join for a month, you can definitely do that. And you can come back anytime as long as you were in good standing. That means you were sharing a lead. You can't just come and take. It's a Bolo sharing group. But you are welcome to join. I find it more helpful to stay in it for a couple months, but whatever is best for your business, as always, you should do what's best for your business. So I hope this video was helpful and explains like why the Bolo group is valuable. It's really an honor to me when I hear people say, I'm just waiting to join your group. You can join anytime, but they're waiting because obviously they're waiting for their finances to be a little bit more worth it. So anyways, I just want to say thank you to all of you. I'm so happy and proud that this group has been helpful, helping myself, helping other sellers. Like all I've ever wanted to do from the start is to help other sellers. So if you are a new seller, you are welcome to join either of the groups. If you're an experienced seller, you are also welcome to join either of the groups. They are both helpful in both situations because we're just sharing leads that we're out there sourcing. All the leads are sourced real time, so they have to be within the last 30 days. If you click the links below, it'll walk you through all the requirements for both. Both have the exact same requirements. The Q4 group just has a little more personal help. It's a smaller sized group. It's capped at 200 or on October 1st, whichever comes first. So if you want to join it, definitely look at that. It's got the lives, it's got Becky, Jan, and I, and we are all in there answering questions all the time in between the sourcing because it is Q4 after all, so we are out there sourcing as well. But if you want that more dedicated help, definitely the Q4 group is there, but the regular Bolo group is just as awesome. And as always, any business expense, no matter what it is, if it's ungatings, the cost of your orders, all that kind of stuff, the cost of your training, supplies, your boxes, labels, all that kind of stuff is always a tax write-off. So if it's going to help your business and you have the funds, definitely buy those things. Get Keepa, get Ungated if you need to. Whatever it is that you need to help your business during this awesome Q4 time, it is a tax expense and a tax write-off when you do your taxes next year. So just keep that in mind. In fact, I need to place a big order for supplies myself. I hope this video was helpful. It tells you a little bit more about the Bolo group. It's been a while since I've talked about it, so I thought I would just do it and share some of these successes both from myself and other sellers. So as always, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you back here for another Amazon selling video.